So I did a communication degree at UWS actually, which was a really good grounding for, I suppose, the theory behind what we were doing in theatre. It was about history of ideas and all of those things. Wonderful stuff, loved it. But then I ended up working back in theatre again in the management and administration of another theatre company. And so I thought I'd better get some training in that as well. So I went off and did a Master of Management degree. At Century Venues, we manage a suite of mainly contemporary music and comedy venues, which include, the iconic Enmore Theatre at Newtown, the Metro in the city, Factory Theatre at Marrickville, Sidetrack, which is a black box at the Addison Road Centre. We recruit for a wide range of people, from front of house people to our core administrative base.
When I started, dare I admit, how many decades ago, there weren't courses available, short of being taught how to operate a camera or to do some lighting or be a director. But there wasn't even courses for producers, let alone on-camera presenters. So I think that was certainly lacking. I think it has improved somewhat since.
During my study, I had all the ideas that you could think of. I was full of ideas and projects. And I realised when I came out of that degree, as much as I loved every minute of it, I didn't know where to start when it came to actually getting those ideas up off the ground.
I trained at NIDA and the course was extremely intense. To be offered a course by people who had a similar mindset and understood what an artist was all about, but also guided them towards the possibilities or the skills that help you not only reinvent but approach the world from a business sense.
My experience as the marketing director at Panthers, I had a lot of contact with people within the creative industries, whether it be entertainers or lighting professionals, or more recently in a project called the C3 West project, which engaged fine artists in some capacities.
I wish there could be a component in a degree which gave people lessons in how to be a good person to work with. Life's too short to work with difficult people.
I wish I had learnt more about budgeting and some basic financial skills and aptitude in Excel, which really didn't happen until I got well and truly into the workforce. And I think that was a real deficiency there.
I would have liked to have known how to do a budget, understand cash flow, and it is now when I do projects or I get engaged to do any sort of work, regardless of the type of creativity that's involved, the first question I have to ask is, what's the budget? And working out whether the project can be done for that amount of money, or working out what needs to be gathered to make it happen. So going after funding, various sponsorship, various acquisitions.
No longer are you employed by one employer for 20, 30 years. You can be lucky, but it's very rare. These days, you work from project to project. So if you're multi-skilled, you can then take the things that you've learnt there and certainly use them as you move on to your projects.
That separation of being able to think of oneself as an artist, but also then to be able to market and see oneself as a small business is important.
While marketing might appear to be some sort of black art, I do think that there's some really fundamental elements that are part of human behaviour that are fundamental to marketing, and one of those is, I guess, in those types of sayings like, you need to walk the talk. Communication is all about, it's not about content. Communication is, a lot of it is about behaviour.
Well, I'm a feature film and television drama producer. I'm a partner in a Sydney-based independent production company. The way that I describe a producer's job is it's part creative, part business. Those two things make great producers. There are various ways that you can come to that job, but at the end of the day, you're still running a business.
Main thing that we look for is probably people who are easy to work with. I mean, obviously you need people with the skills and the experience if you're looking for experience, and so you want all of those things, but you also want people that you can actually work with on a day-to-day basis, who don't have issues, who work well in teams.
I tend to look for people who have taken an initiative and instigated some project of their own outside what they were obliged to do for their study or for their current work. And you find those people have really had a taste of what it's like to work in this sector, in the entertainment sector.
I think number one is how they sell themselves. Because if they can't sell themselves, then they can't sell the project.
I want people to get up in the morning and are excited to come and work for me. And not for me, work for everybody else as well, because most creative projects are collaborative in some form.
I think I look simply for people who know a bit more about the subject than I do, because collaboration requires, some other skills, and when you don't have them. And I'm not a great financial person. That's probably one thing I wished I had a little bit more knowledge of. I don't understand the stock market, for instance. I don't understand the carbon tax. I don't understand a whole range of the way investment works.
What people need is an integrity about the message that they want to. If they say they want to achieve something, or that they say they can deliver something, that they're able to do it. And they need to have that culture where their skills match the sort of environment that they're going to be working in.
You have to kind of participate in the industry that you want to work in, and likewise networking, start forming your own relationships. Very, very important for us that we have people who are networking within the industry.
Training in teamwork, in team building, in being a good team member, in being an easy to work with person. I think those are, as well as the technical things and management and production management and all of the other things that will be in the degree, that ability to work well with other people, I think, is so critical.
I'd like to see people learn how to manage their inbox, to put it simply, to learn how to manage the avalanche of work that comes through Outlook, that comes in via email, and how to deal with that, how to park it, how to process it, how to execute it, and to do that to a systemised way.
Teaching people how to find what their gee whiz factors are, because a lot of people don't realise how many things they have themselves that they should be putting on the table so that it will impress people.
Things like budgeting, marketing strategies, people development, and they're all the core subjects that we will be offering as well, and backing it up with a project that will engage all those things.
Discovering that as an artist, you'll never survive solely as an artist. And as a creative person, you have to try and discover a headspace that allows you to see the world a bit more broadly and think through how you can apply the skills in a whole range of other areas. Wouldn't it be great, actually, if there was something which actually guided you towards these principles of running yourself as a small business?
From my observations, people in the creative industries are very adept and skillful at planning and executing their particular ventures within the creative industries, their creative skills, the sorts of things that they want to achieve to have an impact. They're not so adept nor skillful, nor have they been trained to be able to plan and execute the sort of things that are required to deliver the message about themselves to prospective employers. This course can provide the fundamental skills that will enable that to happen.